there's what I call a gray area. There's the red area, the green area, and there's the gray area. There's certain things that are absolutely permissible, certain things that are absolutely forbidden. Then you have a gray area with children. When it's in the green area, kid wants something, there's no reason they shouldn't have it. You could give it to them. There are other things at the red area. You cannot have a smartphone, not when you're 6 years old. You're not old enough yet. You're going to have to wait till after May have an Esra. You cannot have a smartphone, not when you're 6 years. You can't have, I want to get a motorcycle. You're not going to get a motorcycle. Now, that depends also on the age. Mothers make a mistake over here. Because sometimes, the 9-year-old walks in and says, Mommy, when I'm 16, I'm going to go bungee jumping. Mother, are you crazy? You can't go, dangerous. You go to the motorcycle's a better example. Mommy, when I'm 16, I'm going to get a motorcycle. You can't get, dangerous there. When a kid said that to me, Daddy, when I'm 16, I get a motorcycle. I said, really, what color? Oh, no kidding. Yeah, you get Kawasaki or Yamaha. Which one's good to me? Yeah, well, go. Let it go. That's not such an issue. There are other things a kid wants. This is not going to happen. There's certain things that are forbidden. There's certain things that are usher. You can't have that. There are certain things that are gray area. The gray area is what I prefer he doesn't have, but I'll give in on it. One thing that I did not like were rollerblades. One of the reasons I didn't like rollerblades because I once read that is the number one injury in emergency rooms are broken wrists from falling off rollerblades. So my son wanted rollerblades. Now, obviously, he's a boy. I can't tell him, you would certainly prefer that all he does is sit in the house and learn Mishnayos and speak Aramaic. That's what we really want. But that's not realistic. So I have to get him the rollerblades. I said, okay, I prefer not, but I'll give it to him. Then he can't, when he asks for something I don't want him to have, he can't turn around and say, Daddy, you never gave us anything. That we want to avoid at all costs. And in the world that we live in, it's my father, he said to me, he used to say to me, to say no is much easier than to say yes. No is the easiest word. Now, I was raised, my kids once said to me, these are my parents' grandchildren, so they once said to me, wow, it must have been so much fun to be raised by Bubby and Zeta, because all they do is give candy and money. I say, oh yeah, sure, yeah, oh, just candy and money all the time, yeah, So, it wasn't quite like that, yeah. So like all grandparents, my grandchildren come to the house, they get candy, the boys get money. They get candy and the girls get candy, the boys get candy and money. I still favor the boys, but they come to the house. I give them candy. My daughter said, Daddy, don't give her so much candy. It's not good. Oh, don't tell me what to do. I raised you. I'll do whatever I want. Then I get the kids good and wired up, good and sugared up. I say, hey, your kid's out of control. You take care of it, will you? That's my sweet revenge for everything she's ever done to me. So my father always showed when my older brother, he had his two kids. One was about 4, the other one was about 3. They came to my parents' house. We were all there. And they said, Zeta, we want to jump on the couch. So I know what my father's attitude was to jumping on couches in living rooms, because I grew up there, not on couches, jumping. And so I knew, my father said, so what did he do? I see him, he's taking the couch. And he says, just 1 second, and he turned the couch around and pushed it against the wall with the back of the couch as a protective wall, and he let them jump up and down on the couch. Obviously, for me, so I said, Dad, why'd you do that? I didn't have kids yet. I said, Dad, why'd you do that? He said, they want to jump on the couch. Why shouldn't I let them jump on the couch? The easiest thing is to say no. Make it possible for them. If it's possible, make it possible for them. In our day and age, that's really the attitude parents have to have. Unless it's something that's usher, when you're into that gray area, because you're going to have to, there are too many things nowadays which are absolutely off limits. You got phone, the technology, all the technology, which is again a subject in and of itself. Weed is now legal, but it's a problem. So there are certain things you're going to have to say no. If the kid is within your range of saying no, you have to say no. Sometimes once they get to a certain age, they're not going to be asking you. At the end of the day, in the gray area where you prefer not, you're best off saying yes than no, because then you will have negotiated, you'll have leverage. The kid says to you, Daddy, but you never let me. I said, that's not true. I let you get this, and I bought you that, and I did that for you on those things that he wanted and he didn't want, as opposed to him coming along and saying, you never let us do anything.